Hello there. I present to you Chance Master. Chance Master is a fully on-chain dice chess game on Starknet. So let's get right into what is Chance Master, what is dice chess, and yeah. So we all understand the rules of classical chess. We all understand what is chess. So that is pretty much self-explanatory. And so let's talk about what I have improvised into chess. So I have added three dice that you roll before making a move. So these three dice will determine which pieces you are allowed to move. So for example, it is White's move, and they rolled knight, queen, and bishop. So they can only move one of these three pieces. In this position, you can see only the knight can make a legal move over to this square, or this knight to this square, and this square. So these are the only legal moves that the white pieces are allowed to make. So this adds a fun twist into chess, and it allows for creative thinking. It it introduces fresh perspectives to chess and allows people to play beyond the book. It also gives a chance to the new players to take to get some wins and get onto the leaderboard as well. So yeah, this is the concept behind the game, and we will understand it further when I show you a demo of the game. So before we get onto that, let's understand a bit of the design of the game. Some design choices that I made are architecture-wise, technical details. So yeah, let's get into it. So for a while now, I had been curious about on-chain gaming in general. But my only major issue regarding on-chain games used to be how can I prevent cheating players? How can I prevent players from making false moves or making wrong transaction? Obviously, it can all be done on-chain, right? You can always implement all the rules in your smart contract and proceed further, right? But yeah, I had seen a lot of games previously, and most of the games I noticed didn't implement this kind of restrictions, game logic. But yeah, so when I started with building Chance Master, so I implemented all of the FIDE rules about chess on chain. And yeah, doing it was a bit challenging and complex as well because there are a ton of possibilities in chess. So you have to calculate whether a move is legal or not based on a lot of rules. And those rules, I managed to implement them on the smart contract. But as I was doing some tests, I noticed that the gas cost for just making a simple move was astronomical. And I did my best to the optimize the validations, but yeah, the even the best implementations of chess were not able to execute on chain because of a lot of computations, right? A lot of read operations, a lot of write operations, and yeah. So I I researched a bit more into zero knowledge proofs. I knew that there was some that I can use these proofs to validate a move if it's legal or not. So I wrote all of the code in all of the chess code in Circom language and created a circuit which tells us this statement. Given this position, given this dice roll, and given these conditions, the move that the player is the move that the player wants to execute is valid. This is the proof. This is what the proof speaks out to the smart contract. The smart contract then verifies it on chain by a Cairo BN254 verifier, and the move is executed. So it prevents cheating entirely, and there is no possible way for the player to cheat in this game. Um, Next, let's get on to the UI. And so I have used Tori Indexer to get instant updates to subscribe to events, and I am indexing those events and updating my state accordingly. So yeah, enough of the talk. Now let's get into the demo. So the players start by entering a queue for matchmaking. So as I enter over here, yeah, so I am in the queue. Now let's go on to another client which is connected to a different wallet and enter the queue with that player as well. So as soon as the match is made, both the players are redirected to the game. So this client has got the white pieces and this client has the black pieces. So yeah, so here is the interface and let's roll a dice first. Okay, so we rolled a pawn, a bishop and a rook. So let's just move a pawn. Okay, let's move this one. So now, as you can see, as I dropped the piece, now a request was sent to my a backend, which generates the proof for this move, which executes the circuit for this move and generates a proof. And that proof is then sent as a transaction to the Starknet contract. Uh, some logs about that are over here. So the prover got a request and returned the call data, and the game board was updated, and the game was updated, the game clock was updated. So yeah, these are some of the and as you can see, these are all subscription based. So live updates are visible to the user. Now, as black wants to play, they also rolled a pawn, a bishop, and a queen. Okay, that's pretty interesting. And yeah, so the move will be reflected over here as well. Now we get a queen, a pawn, and a knight. So let's move the queen over here. And on the other client, it will be reflected instantly almost. There is a bit of a delay, but I think um, I read about some sharding concepts in Dojo. So yeah, if I am able to uh, implement those, maybe this can be further improved. Yeah, that's pretty much about the board. Now there are also other things that you can do. You can offer a draw. So if I offer a draw to the other client, then yeah, so it just tells you that draw has been offered. Now I can either accept the draw or I can you know, uh, just play a normal move and reject the draw. Yeah, so I got offered the draw. I can accept it, or I can just play a move and uh, retract. Yeah, so now I can move these pieces. Yeah, so this is the general idea of the game, and there are some other options. You can claim that you have checkmated the opponent. You can claim that you stalemated the opponent. Yeah, so these are not instantaneously proved with the prover because checkmate because actually computing checkmates is very what do you say the constraints for proving a checkmate are way too high for my current implementation. So it the time taken was the time taken was increased by 2 to 3 times. So I decided to remove it for now, and yeah, in the future, I plan to optimize this and implement this correctly as well. Now, yeah, whatever, we can just end the game. Let's just submit a resignation, and yeah, so the game is over. Sorry, yeah, so both the clients get a message that the game is over. They can either play again, go home, etc., etc. Uh, some other things that I plan to do with the game as well are I want to introduce some kind of a leaderboard to make it you know uh, make it competitive for the players. I plan to introduce some sort of achievement structure, and yeah, yeah, the possibilities are endless. And I also plan that to introduce normal style chess. I plan to keep this chance master, the dice version of the chess. I plan to introduce a lot other variations of chess, which I like. Uh, yeah, so these are my plans for the future. Also, right now we have a fixed timeout, the fixed clock. I also plan to introduce better, not better per se, but more options for the clock as well. So yeah, that's been my submission, and thank you very much for listening to the end. I hope you like the game, and yeah, I plan to launch this game